A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 11. I'm Ritwika Gupta. Tonight, we are bringing you conversations with two enterprising women. Now, women leaders today are indeed shaping a dynamic landscape to inspire future generations of female leaders and leaders of tomorrow. In the first segment, as part of our Ahmedabad Springboard, I spoke to Aditi Parekh, Chairperson FICCI Flo Ahmedabad, about the growing landscape for women entrepreneurship in Ahmedabad. And in the second segment, an interesting conversation lined up with Shelley Mehrotra, CEO and Founder Fixderma, about the beauty and skincare industry. We have seen a lot of business minds coming out of Ahmedabad. And I actually wanted to know your perspective on how the women entrepreneur landscape has shaped up. What are the opportunities, what are the growth prospects do you see in this space currently?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here, and it's an honor. Well, when you speak about women, I think I'm full of gratitude to be in this state. For a simple reason, there is something which you must have heard, that where women are honored, even deities are pleased. And where women are not honored, I think nothing that you can do to please the deities. So Gujarat is one such state where I feel very strongly that we've been given that honor. In comparison, I have been in different states, but the kind of respect, of course, there are challenges which are there, which will slowly, of course, be covered over a period of time with the efforts that have been made even during Mr. Modi's time and even during this current CM, Bhupendraji Patel. Of course, first thing is the attitude of the people here. I think it's a very positive and a very progressive attitude of people, which makes it very easy. Also, I would say the lack of alcohol. It makes it a very safe place for women and children to step out. Today, I can do what I can do because I have no fear of going out. Even if it is a late night, I don't need to worry. There are a lot of social entrepreneurs, healthpreneurs who have been rising here in this city who have made a difference. One such example is the late Ela Bhatt Seva. It originated from here. So there has already been work going on from years in this state. So it obviously makes it very, very great place for women to work. And with, of course, the government, for example, the opportunities, like I think aapne bhi mention kiya tha iHub ke bare mein. Regarding the startups, there are a lot of support from the startup initiative that is run by iHub. There is GUSEC, which is run by the Gujarat University. GUSEC, under that, we had Her Start, which was launched by the President of India, which itself shows that it is such an important ground. So all these aspects are making it very favorable for women to work in Ahmedabad.
Right. So I also am keen to understand, as the chairperson of FICCI Flo in Ahmedabad, what is the vision for the Ahmedabad chapter? What are the kind of initiatives that you have undertaken? If you could talk to us about that.
So, of course, FICCI it's been the oldest organization. FICCI Ladies Organization has caught up tremendously over the last years with about 19 chapters across the country. And Gujarat being one of the very prominent and promising women organizations where we have seen a growth. We have about 800 members. In the last couple of years, it's grown tremendously. It's a platform for us to be able to bridge the gap between the government and even the members. It is a place for networking, for learning, growing. Of course, with the initiatives also where the members kind of pitch in to support at the grassroots level. So there is a lot of work which is being done. The vision for this year, which was set, was SARV. We wanted it to be an inclusive platform for women, not just to be able to support at the women in business, education, skill development, startups. We are working on MSMEs and also the legal policies. It's very important for women to understand the importance of financial planning, financial literacy. That is where we all women lack most of the time, and that is the reason why we're working on it. The vision is Sarv. It means inclusive, and we have divided it into 4 segments, which is Sarv Shakti, Sarv Vikas, Sarv Adhikara, and Saksham, Sarv Saksham, yes. So we have 4 pillars that we have decided, and we're working on it at the member level and at the grassroots level as well.
Right. But Aditi, tell me, why is there still an underrepresentation of women in leadership roles? And what do you think organizations can do to really encourage and support women to take up roles, when it comes to leadership roles, management roles? What's your take on that?
So I think the underrepresentation of women is merely because of the gender bias. That's something which, of course, is being worked on. But we do see that there is that bias which will always be there and has been there. In time to come, it may definitely change and improve. But gender bias is one of the things which I see. And of course, it is constantly improving your own skill sets, you have to develop and invest time in your own self to be able to prove your worth, and work is being done, of course, at that level to break the barriers. Okay. So yes, there is an underrepresentation of women in leadership roles.
If you could also talk to us about how FICCI Flo is, helping women businesses at grassroots levels. You mentioned it a little while ago. If you could talk to us a little bit about that as well.
So, of course, Flo it comprises of women who are the privileged ones, and they are contributing significantly. We have taken up the initiatives. We're trying to design holistic programs where it's not just about the members, but also, like she said, about the grassroots. So, for example, donating or taking up women for training purposes, making them self-reliant. Through, for example, we donated the sewing machines. Now the whole program for the entire year for making them self-reliant, for being able to earn money out of it. It's not just donated. They have to repay back after that has been given to, the unit is given to them, they have to give it back to us in terms of loan. It's like a loan being given. So that is one of the initiatives. We're also giving, for example, laris for people to set up vegetable, their vegetable vendors. Again, that's making them self-sufficient. This is encouraging them to do some, to work, to step out and work. So these are some of the things. Then Shalini Udyog, where we are focused on education, educating women, encouraging them, young girls, to speak in English. That's important for them to take up further studies. So these are the kind of programs which are being conducted and which we are doing it for the entire year and the years to come, of course.
Okay, my final question to you, because our show is also watched by a lot of young business minds, a lot of entrepreneurs. What would your advice be then to all the aspiring young women entrepreneurs out there?
I would say don't give up. It's something which is very commonly heard, but out of my personal experience, invest in the right human resource is one, consistently, and manage and know your finances. And of course, whenever you are doing anything, you have to follow your passion, identify your strength. So these are some of the things that I feel that young women entrepreneurs should definitely work on and invest all their time in.
Well, thank you so much, Aditi. I would have, loved to have an extended discussion on this, but we're clearly out of time today. So, but nonetheless, I think this was a very quick and very impactful discussion on the women entrepreneur landscape. Thank you so much for joining us.
Before I end this, I think I would like to say that whatever work has been done, we must know that Gujarat has the maximum number of representatives in the Gram Panchayat. And we are very proud of it, that even at the rural, not just at the rural, at the urban level, but even at the rural level, you'll find women. This is the only state I've seen where women are working and are all out there. So kudos to that, and to the government of Gujarat.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Aditi. Well, it's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 11. In this segment, I discuss the growing role of science and technology in personal care with Shelley Mehrotra, CEO and founder Fixderma. Listen in. I'm now joined live by Shaily Mehrotra, CEO and founder Fixderma. Hi Shaily, good to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Shaily, to begin with, can you walk us through the initial idea behind Fixderma and its journey so far? Basically, what inspired you to venture into the skincare industry?
So we started Fixderma in 2010. We came back to India in 2007 and we saw there was a huge vacuum in the market. I won't say that skincare products were not there. They were definitely there. They were prescription-based products, most of them. And the look and feel of most of the products present in the market was more medicinal, more on the pharmaceutical side. And we have seen from our experience and exposure that more attractive packaging and with more innovative formulations were present in foreign markets. So there the idea came that we should come out with some more innovative, with good quality, good packaging products in Indian market. And and the name, as the name says, Fixderma, it means fixing your skin, so fixing your derm. So and the whole idea behind bringing Fixderma was a problem-solving products. Skin is the largest organ of your body, and we thought that we should come out with a complete solution. Anything related to skin should be there in the market. And there the idea has come, and I think it has been a good journey so far.
So Shaily, from what I understand, Fixderma has a strong retail presence in the Indian market. You're retailing through dermatologists and pharmacies. Are there any plans to expand the brand's retail presence in India or explore more opportunities to target global consumers?
Yes, we are definitely expanding in Indian market. Earlier our presence was more in North India, but now we have expanded our team, our sales team. We have our sales team now in, let's say, in Northeast India to West India and even South India. So we are present from Mizoram to Trivandrum to Jammu and Kashmir. So we have pan-India presence of our sales team is there. So because we want to complete, we want to actually cover entire dermats of India. So that's the idea. And we have also added our OTC team in the market. So we are present in now more than 20,000 pharmacies already in India, and we are adding more. The idea is to reach 100,000 by end of this year. So definitely we are looking at a very good retail presence in India.
Shaily, could you also talk about Fixderma's state-of-the-art manufacturing unit in Nimrana, Rajasthan, and perhaps how you're contributing to the Make in India initiative? Also, how has this facility played a role in promoting domestic manufacturing and making innovative dermatology products?
So I'm very proud to say that Fixderma is present in more than 32 countries of globally, and we are adding more countries to it. And thanks to our exposure, we have stayed in Southeast Asia for 12 years, and so we know how the documentation and the registration works. And in most countries, Fixderma as a brand is present. So that's something this is something very interesting. And I'm very proud to say that in Vietnam, one of our sunscreen is a leading brand there. And we are also making for Australian government some products. So yeah, these are something, I'll say something to talk about. So see, when we started Fixderma, we were not manufacturing on our own. We were getting it manufactured through a third-party facility. But then we had certain, we were not satisfied with the packaging and quality of the products. So we thought of starting our own manufacturing unit. and we were established it in 2013 in Neemrana, and now we have added a second facility to it in 2 years back. So it's a state-of-the-art facility. I mean, you won't see a skincare or a cosmetic factory done so well. We have done it all on pharmaceutical standards. So that's why I think we pass on all the quality standards. As you all know that Fixderma has always very innovative formulations. We have actually applied for patents. We have already successfully applied for 5 patents which have been accepted, and I think we should be able to receive the patents by end of this year. So we will be the first company to apply for patents, especially in skincare in India.
So Lotus Herbals has acquired a 32% stake in Fixderma India, right? And that's been a significant development. How do you envision this partnership benefiting both companies and, of course, the overall growth of Fixderma?
See, so Lotus has 30 plus years experience in skincare market. They have been present for a very, very long time. And we were looking for a strategic partner. And I think they really fit in perfectly what we were looking for. And their experience, their expertise, they all helped us to grow further. So it has been a perfect, partnership so far.
So from what I have read, Shelley, you have set a target of achieving a robust growth of up to 200% in FY 2023. Tell me, what are the key strategies and initiatives that Fixderma plans to implement to achieve this ambitious goal?
So actually, the growth has been divided. I think, as you are aware, that now we are present online. We were not present online because we are a derma prescribed brand. So we boarded all the marketplaces just 2 years back, and the growth has been fantastic over all the marketplaces in last 2-3 years, and we are seeing a very good uptick in growth online in coming years. Besides that, our pan-India presence would also add to sales. We have also added some institutional sales, and I just mentioned about our OTC sales. So I think, we'll definitely achieve our targets, and we see a huge growth potential in Indian market right now.
And in a market saturated with skincare products and brands, tell me, how does Fixderma differentiate itself and establish a USP, to attract, and not only attract, but attract and retain customers?
So let me tell you frankly, we are far from saturation. If I compare with other countries, because we visit very often, we participate in so many exhibitions and seminars and conferences abroad. So we are far from saturation. We have to go a long, long way ahead. In Indian skincare market is still in a very nascent stage. People have just started using skincare. Awareness still has to go a long way. We have to go a long way in skincare. So I don't see any saturation coming in coming years. But yeah, innovative products don't ever compromise on quality and packaging. That's very important point. And I don't see any heat of competition or anything if you are very confident on your quality especially.
And finally, tell us, what are some of the big ideas or trends that are going to shape the skincare industry in the years to come? Especially, what role will science and innovation play in the beauty and personal care segment? What can you tell us?
So, one very important thing which Indian market, we really need, all manufacturers, Indian manufacturers, we really look forward to, is India as a brand. India as a brand still has a long way to go, because people, they trust any brand which comes from abroad, any country, which is economically even weaker than our country, but they believe in those products. They have more trust in those products. So I think India as a brand has to come a long way. That I feel that part is lacking. Our people should have more trust, and in that we have to be very competitive, and we have to really focus on quality, packaging, whatever claims we make on the products. They should make up with those claims. It should not be fake and false claims. So I think there will be more trust of our own people in made in India product. So I think, that's one part where I think Indian brands have to establish trust with Indian customers.
Well, thank you, Shelley. It was lovely chatting with you.
Thank you so much.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 11. We hope you enjoyed the conversations. Thanks for watching. Good night.